Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? 60 or. 59. So we got man. Get it.
Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Topper!
Manning going to hand it off to Barkley. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Sponge. No. Go.
From the gun, it's Manning. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes, or are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll run with a 3rd-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time. Gets the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
18.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It is one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. New York set to take the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Here we go.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 18. A good productive run there on 1st down. He winds up getting 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw. Let's go, D.
On 2nd and 12, Manning, and he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber. Leo. Ready?
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Trubisky. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Thomas. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So after the INT, it's Manning. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Khalil Mack able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And Ingram holds it in. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
On the ready.
Watch twist. Watch the twist. Watch twist. Watch twist.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at that 8-yard line.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal.
Go.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
Another try for Barkley, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they'll see what they can do on third and goal. The Giants on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third and goal.
We got 4.
Manning. Tate bringing it in for the Giant touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab, and the Giants are in for 6. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. PAT up and good by Rosas, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
The Bears take over first. Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
But now the Bears coming out as they get ready. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
It's going to be a long...
Now Trubisky. To the right side, complete to Miller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Trubisky will throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Miller. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run on second down with Cohen. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game lose.
Oh, Cohen lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
No coach or team. Ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Oh, yeah. Let's go.
Put up. 180.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Put up. 180.
Let's go, let's go.
25. Check 25. Check 25. Lock in. Lock in.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Check. 93's the mic. 93's the mic.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Trubisky. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. So the fumble recovery, and now Manning. He's going to rifle one deep left. He's got a man, complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. A first down carry for Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Bears' 49
Go.
yard line.
15 line. 15 line. Let's go.
Now Manning. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Khalil Mack bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Down.
3rd and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. Faking the give to Barkley. Now Manning. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Got him. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
A loss of 9 brings up 4th down.
Here's Riley Dixon now. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. First down, a run with Cohen. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, Charlie. Watch the slant.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Caught right side, Davis. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Chuck, 180.
Check 52 to right. Watch the run. Watch the run.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing again on second down. Trubisky feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Bears on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now it's Trubisky. This will be caught at about the 6. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Bears in good field position to start out, 1st and 10. Now a look at the backup, Daniel. He'll find his tight end. That's Ben Broniker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a 1st down.
Here we go, set, 60 or. Go. Yo, Cheetah, now.
On 1st down, it's Daniel. This one left side, caught by Patterson. Touchdown, Chicago! Cordero Patterson, 47 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point safely through, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
Set up, 8, read, 44.
Hey, get away with it.
Shoot.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hey, me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. That's complete left side to Shepard. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. This is Gallman. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit, because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check.
Get it.
Now Jones, operating from the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field, where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make them play.
Let's go now. 50, plant.
Too long,
After the interception, here's Daniel. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Kareem Martin. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Back to throw, Daniel. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
The Bears on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be third and forever. Out of the gun, Daniel. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Cordero Patterson, ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Bears have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
Come on, D.
Pilot, 64, read.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Wayne Gallman is running back, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Hey, box drop.
Check mark, now.
Ready?
Jones now. Throwing again. Looking for Shepard. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Russell Shepard, 50 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Rosas now to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
On the set.
53 is the mark.
So don't say nothing. Now.
Daniel on first down. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. But it'll be second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Daniel. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Open man there is Patterson, complete.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete to Cordero Patterson. Out of bounds at the 42-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Daniel throwing again. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Hey, Haywood!
They will go for it. It's Daniel. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Down left to Shaheen. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
The Bears on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. To the air again, Daniel. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Here we go on 4th. Daniel. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off right around. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
You know, if this is the regular season partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Number 53, Mike 53. Check, 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 check.
Now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw right side, caught by Davis. 3 quarters in the books. And that'll do it for the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. On that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now it's Daniel. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a toss. This is Gallman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. Rosas to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
We go! 90 Wolf!
What's left? What's left? Let's begin.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got his man on the crossing route. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. A first down carry for Davis. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive line.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Throw left side complete. It's Patterson. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one good for 24 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Daniel. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The catch is made by Riley Ridley. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. From the gun, here's Daniel. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
At the Bears' 41-yard line.
Let's go now. 10-2 stop. Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Now Gallman. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Second and 6 at the 36-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the run. Under crunch. Get it.
On the ground, it's Gallman again. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
That's it. Big hit.
On the tackle. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, Alpha.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jonathan Bullard drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Hey, Zoom.
On 4th down, Jones. The tight end, Rhett Ellison with it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
44 is Mike. Check.
Gallman will run it. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But he picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Got you, Gator.
Daniel now to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Avery Moss in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Back to throw, and he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. On the toss, there goes Gallman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I'll bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice.